Hey, beautiful. Risa coming to you live on Friday for a little heart to heart conversation. Oh, my darling, today is for you. If you are really just feeling really unhappy, and every time you think about your relationship, it's just making you sad, maybe you're feeling really frustrated. Yeah, I know. I've been there. And maybe you're really wanting to try and figure out if you can make it work, or maybe you're feeling kind of like you already know it's not really going to. This is going to help you either way. And so what I want to offer you today is a really really powerful shift in perspective. Please type in, by the way, say hi if you're here, and if you're on the replay, type in, say hello, and type in any questions, comments as we go along. So I have to tell you that I spent a long time being married to a man who struggled with alcoholism and depression, and it just sucked the life out of me. And maybe your situation's different, but I know it's easy to just get so focused on our partner and everything that's not working and everything we're unhappy with, and maybe you're just feeling like just sad and that sense of stuckness. And I want to tell you a little story about how I kind of started to find my way out of that. This is really the first step on finding the clarity that you need about your relationship. And so I used to go to a lot of Al-Anon meetings, and I was just, like I said, that situation, it just totally consumed me. And type in if you can relate to that. Like I said, maybe your situation's different, but I think that it's easy for us to just kind of get so consumed by the problems in the relationship. Would you agree? Yeah, type in if you can relate to that. And so I got some wonderful support through Al-Anon, and I highly recommend that if anybody is in that situation where you have a loved one that's struggling with substance abuse. But I would go like every week, sometimes a few times a week, and I would just be crying my eyes out because I was so sad about the whole thing. So one night, I'm coming out of a meeting with my friend Liz, and we're looking up at the stars, and it's a beautiful night, and I just say to her, it just makes me so sad, all of this. It just makes me so sad to see how sick he is. And she turns to me lovingly and says, Risa, it makes me sad to see how sick you are. And I was just like, whoa. In that moment, a light bulb went off, and I was like, wow. My sickness is the degree to which I'm making my well-being dependent on this other person and how they're showing up and their choices they're making. And so it was in that moment that I got the focus back on myself. I was like, wow, this is like really not even about him. It's not even about him. It's about me. Where am I? Where am I? And I didn't know how to show up for myself. But in that moment, that was a pivotal moment for me. And so this is my invitation for you. Would you be willing to just look at, what if it's not even really about him? What if it's within my power to start to turn my attention back on myself and look at where am I? How am I showing up for me? And that's not to say you should be accepting any kind of unacceptable behavior, or that there aren't things that would need to change in order for you to be happy. But this is the first step, my friends. We've got to be willing to look within ourselves and do our own work. If I'm in a situation, I'm accepting unacceptable behavior, then I have to look and see, well, why? Like, we all have our stuff. We all have our old patterns. This is the work that I did with myself and that I do with my clients. It's just unwinding any old unhealthy patterns of relating. We all have our stuff. We pick it up in childhood for whatever it is. And so this is where we need to start. And I know it's easy. I say this a lot, but it's like, I know it's easy to just focus on that other person and be pointing our fingers at them, and know if they just would be different, if they would just change, then I could be happy. And so what's the problem? What's the problem with that? It doesn't work that way. We don't have control over other people. and how they're going to choose to show up and behave. And so this is my invitation. It's like that old Native American proverb, when you're pointing a finger at someone else, there's four of them pointing back at us. Right? And that's where our power is. We don't have power to control other people, but we have a lot of power to influence what's going on. But it starts with us getting back into good, right, loving relationship with ourselves. And I would venture to say that that's really the root of what's making us unhappy, is that we're not showing up for ourselves in the way that we want to show up. And so, this is the work, learning how to be in good, loving relationship with ourselves, in alignment with our truth. And when we are good with us, then it doesn't make us so sad. We don't get so consumed by whatever that other person's doing. And that's the first step to figuring it out. If you genuinely want to try and see if you can make it work, this is the first step. Or even just getting clear on why, what's my motivation for staying in something that I really don't think is ever going to be the relationship that I want. And there's a lot of reasons why we stay stuck in things we're not happy in. But just know that, we always have the power to choose. Maybe we don't like the situation right now. I know I say this a lot, but we can choose how we want to respond to it. How do I need to show up for me today? And so that's my bottom line question for you. Anytime you're feeling sad or stuck or any negative emotion, just get your focus off what's not working. Bring your attention back onto yourself and ask yourself this question. What do I need to do today to take care of myself? What do I need to do right now to just take care of me? Take a breath into that. And would you be willing to use this situation, whatever's going on right now in your relationship, in your life? It's not just about that other person. It takes two. And if we're unhappy, I guarantee you there's stuff that's going on within us that we need to look at ourselves. What's my part in this? And it's not to blame yourself, and that's not to start to beat yourself up. Please don't do that. Please be gentle and kind and self-compassionate with yourself. But just if you'd be willing to just start to, let's use this opportunity for growth. There's opportunity for growth and healing. A relationship is like a mirror. Life is just a mirror for us. So I love you, and I hope this is helpful for you today. And that's my invitation. If we can make that one powerful shift, is to just say, wow, what if it's not even about him? What if it's not about the relationship? Where am I? Where am I in this? Am I willing to take responsibility for how I'm showing up for me right now? So I love you. Be good to yourself. Love yourself up today. I'm here to support you. If you want some more support in figuring out what's the pattern in me, what is unwinding some of that stuff in me that's keeping me stuck in something that's not working for me. If you want help figuring it out, I'm going to drop a link into the comments, and I'm inviting you to join me for a complimentary relationship clarity session. It's just a 30-minute Zoom call, and if you want some more support, we can talk about what's not working and where you're getting stuck, what you really want, and I can make some recommendations for you as far as what I see are the most important things that you need to focus on to be able to move ahead, get the clarity you need. So lots of love, my darling. Click that link if you want some more support, and it would be my pleasure to jump on a call with you. I only have an unlimited number, so if you want one, do that right now before they get snapped up. And please type in any questions, comments, things to share. I also have to tell you, we did a really powerful masterclass on March 22nd, and I've been getting a lot of requests from people that didn't get a chance to see it. So I'm just actually thinking about this right now. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pop it back up for you, back by popular demand. I'm going to give it a bonus replay weekend, this weekend only. So watch for it's a free masterclass. How do you know when it's time to go? And we took a really deep dive into a lot of this. And we talked about what's not working. Can you fix it? What do you really need to be happy? And how do you really know when it's time to go? I talked about some good criteria for decision making and what I call the relationship clarity process, and how do you really get to that place of 100% clarity. So I'm going to pop that back up for you for a bonus replay weekend. Sound good? Give this a thumbs up if it was helpful for you today, and click that link if you want to get on for a chance to have private conversation with me, and check out the masterclass. I'll give you one more weekend to check it out. All right, darlings, lots of love. Remember to take good care of you. Bye for now.